Hello, this is our level 3 video, which is about rearranging a formula. Now this word formula might be new to some of you, and all it really means is it's still going to be an equation or an inequality. It just might have more than one variable in it. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at one of these formulas. T equals R divided by W. My directions say solve for W, which means when I think about this formula, I want to get this W variable to be all by itself. And it's weird because there are no numbers, but what I want my equation to say at the end is I want it to be W equals something. And it's not going to be a number. It's not going to be like W equals 8, but it's going to be something like W equals T plus R or something like that. And we have to figure out what is it going to equal. So how we do that is we still think about the same steps. I want to get W all by itself, which means I need to get rid of the R. So what kind of steps am I going to take? Well, I know that a fraction bar means divide. So I'm going to have to multiply to get rid of this fraction. And I also know that to get rid of a fraction, I have to multiply by whatever's on bottom. So I'm going to have to multiply by W, because that's what was on bottom. So for my fraction to disappear, my W's will cross out. Now the R is by itself, and on the other side I have W times T, which I can just put those two things next to each other. Now my W still isn't by itself. Now it's just next to the T. So I have to figure out how am I going to get rid of that T so that the W can be by itself. Well, if it's W times T, I'm going to have to divide to get rid of the multiplication there. Now the T crosses out, and I get W equals R divided by T. I got the W by itself, so there's my answer. W equals R divided by T. Here's another example. Solve for G. And I have 2/3 times G plus 9 equals F. And I need to get the G all by itself. So the first thing I'm going to do is use my distributive property. So 2/3 G, 2/3 times 9, that's plus 6, equals F. Now I know that anytime I want to get a variable by itself, I should start with the number that's furthest away. So to get rid of a plus 6, I need to go minus 6. That cancels. This 2/3 G comes down. F minus 6, I can't calculate that, so that's just F minus 6. And lastly, I need to get rid of this 2/3. Well, 2/3 right next to a G means multiply, so I'm going to have to divide. And yeah, this looks pretty weird, but that crosses out. So G is going to equal F minus 6, all divided by 2/3. And there's my final answer. I got G all by itself. F minus 6 divided by 2/3.